students, welcome you all again for So We Learn for the certificate course in Bryophytes and Pteridophytes. Today we are going to discuss with another topic called general characteristics of pteridophytes. So in this we will be dealing with the characteristics of the pteridophytes, where the pteridophytes are the vascular cryptogams. They have well developed conducting tissues. The word pteridophyte has been derived from the Greek word where pteron means the feather. So these plants have the feather-like fronds. They have seedless vascular plants and have successfully invaded land and reproduced by means of spores. The dominant vegetation is historic. It was found in the 230 to 280 million years ago in the Silurian period. Most of them are terrestrial and aquatic forms. There are about 500 species reported in India. They have a long fossil history and first traces recognized in Silurian period of late Paleozoic era, around 400 million years. So most of the pteridophytes are terrestrial, which grow in cool, moist and shady places, and some are aquatic like Marsilia and Azolia, some are xerophytic like Selaginella repens, equistem, and epiphytic forms like Lycopodium squarosum. Majority are herbaceous, few perennial and tree-like. As example is Angiopteris, and smallest pteridophyte is Azola, which is an aquatic fern, and the largest is Cyathea, which is known as the tree fern. Plant body is sporophytic, that is, it is differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Roots majority are adventitious, monopodial, or dicot branching. Stem, when you see, it is branched. It can be either monopodial or dichotomous. In many, stem is represented by rhizomes. Leaves are small, thin, scaly, simple and sessile in case of Selaginella, or pinnately compound in Diopterus adiantum. The vascular tissues in stem and root, they consist of xylem and phloem, where the xylem, the only tracheids are present, and in the phloem, sieve tubes are present. The steels varies, where it is from protostele in case of Rhinia and Lycopodium, where the protostele means the vascular cylinder, the xylem is surrounded by the phloem, or the phloem surrounded by the xylem. Siphonostele is a condition where you will find the pith in between the vascular region, followed by xylem and the phloem, and then the pericycle region. So when you see the cambium, cambium mostly is absent, hence they do not show the secondary growth. Regarding the reproduction in pteridophytes, it takes place by means of spores, where the spores are produced inside the sporangia, and if you see the development of the sporangium, it may be originated from a single cell, which we call it as leptosporangiate, or it may develop from a group of cells called spherosporangiate. Sporangia, they may be born either on the stem or leaves. On the stem, they may be terminal in case of Rhinia. They may be present laterally in case of Lycopodium, or they are found on the leaves on the ventral margin, leaves on the ventral surface, which we call it as the sporophylls. If they are found on the margins of the leaves in case of pteris and adiantum, dorsal in case of polypodiaceae members. In equistem and Selaginella, sporangia becomes on special structures called sporangiophores, which constitute a cone or strobili. In Marsilia, Azola, Salvinia, sporangia are produced in sporocarps. In ferns, sori, which a singular means sorus, and in Xylotum, Senangia, they are found in groups. So this is the views of the Selaginella, where you can see the strobili to be on terminal in positions, while in lateral, and in ferns you can see on the margin of the leaf, and it is terminally it is found also in the case of the equistem, where the equistem they are cone, and these strobilus are found on the fertile for the stems. Spores on germination, they give rise to multicellular gametophytic body called prothalli, or singularly we call it as the prothallus. In the Homosporous pteridophytes, prothalli are monoecious, that is, the anthera and archenia are developed on the same prothallus. In heterosporous species, prothallus are dioecious, that is, the male and the female gametophytes they develop on the different prothallus. Microspores on germination, they give rise to male prothalli, and megaspores give rise to female prothalli. Antheridae and archenia are developed on this male and the female prothalli. Plants show heteromorphic alternation of generation, and the main plant body is sporophytic and forms a dominant phase in the life cycle. Heteromorphic alternation means there is in this pteridophytes they have two types of life cycles. One is diploid and the other is the haploid form, and because of the two different forms are found in the same, we call it as the heteromorphic alternation of generation. The antherozoids are usually unicellular, biflagellated in Selaginella, multiflagellated in Equistem and ferns, and motile. Water is essential for fertilization. Fertilization results in the formation of zygote or oospore, which ultimately develop into a well-developed sporophyll.